I thought it was frustrating. I thought I got fouled a couple times there in the second half on mid-range jump shots, and I mean, it happens. Sometimes they get called, sometimes they don't. It is what it is. I think I settled a little bit too much for mid-range jump shots, but like I said, I felt I got bumped a little bit, and I was honestly trying to shot pick them to get them to foul me. But I mean, I think I could have done a little bit better job controlling my own emotions, but I think it just started bad for us and then continued to snowball, and that's something we have to control a little bit better. Not only did we not execute on the offensive end in the third quarter, but I thought they destroyed us offensively. Our defense wasn't very good, so I think just improving in that area and just all kind of gathering our emotions a little bit better and finding better shots. I thought we kind of stopped playing in a way that made us successful in the first half, so just a good learning opportunity for us. I feel like we could have played a lot better, but yeah, I mean, I think there's a line, and sometimes your passion, your emotion can get to you, but that's never something I would ever change, or anybody on our team would change. So.
Go, Chloe.
I'm glad Caitlin is realizing that she went a little far today with the attitude and the clapping in the ref's face and a lot of things that I did not like. I get it. She's a passionate player. You know, the refs were on some weird stuff today, but we're not going to blame the refs, okay? We cannot let the refs control our basketball game. We cannot let the refs get us into a mood to where we start showing emotion to where it's going to affect us and giving the opportunity to a opposing team to continue to do things to frustrate us. We can't give that. No. We got to stay within Fever basketball and keep playing Fever basketball. And today I felt like we got away from it.
And Christine.
Yeah, Caitlin, you mentioned, how everything started to snowball. Just what do you think you guys need to do to just stop the bleeding in that instance?
I mean, I think it starts defensively. I think get a stop. I mean, it's gonna be hard to win a game when they outscore you by 17 points in a quarter. It's impressive that we got it back to 1 point. And honestly, I thought we played really good in the fourth, and my turnover in transition is what I felt like really kind of ended the momentum for us. I think it was 78-77. I got a block and a steal, and we were running in transition, and honestly made just a really bad read. I thought the girl was going to come over. She never ended up coming over. So I think defensively is where it has to start. Our first quarter defense was really good. Every quarter besides that was Third quarter was bad. So I think just continue to get better. But we had moments, especially to begin the fourth quarter too, that were a lot better than the other two.
Christine.
I like that Caitlin's calling herself out, holding herself accountable. This is what veterans do, and this is what would you call her? This is what real professional leaders do. Hold yourself accountable. I made a bad read. It was my transition pass that stopped our momentum, and I'm fully responsible for it. I love that.
And then Brad.
Yeah, going back to the fourth quarter, when you guys, the crowd was going absolutely crazy, as loud as I think I've heard it here, and you're hitting everything for both of you, Kelsey and Caitlin. Just, can you describe that feeling as you're reeling them in, and all of a sudden you're down by only 1 point?
Kelsey, you want to start?
I think it's a really amazing feeling when you're a competitor and you have, the city at your hands and feet, and they supporting us, win, lose, or draw. It just makes you go harder. It makes you appreciate the moments a little bit more. I think as a group, we appreciate the energy. It's unspoken, but we appreciate it. We try to use that as fuel to kind of get the next stop or get the next one. I wouldn't want any other way. I appreciate who our fans are and what they bring to the table for us. For real, it's appreciated.
Go Brad, then we go Matt.
Kelsey, first quarter for you guys. What did you like about the start? Strong start, pretty much here. First quarter, first half.
Yeah, I think our start was pretty effective. I thought it was a high-paced game. I thought C-Square set us up from a PG standpoint to get us into that pace and play confidently in space and pace. We were getting stops too, and I think that helped. But I always say the minute we stop getting stops, you see Fever kind of tank or, we kind of plummet. And I think that's our next maturation. I think playing a team like Minnesota, that is our gauge. That's our standard. And I think that we can get better from what you saw today based on those down the stretch, getting those stops and getting those next rebounds. We got to be better. And I think that's our next maturation defensively.
Matt, we go Michael.
Good answer.
Yeah, Kelsey being a veteran
Really good answer.
of this team, just what do you think you can learn the most from a loss like this? After 5 wins, then lose, but you still have a lot of games left to play.
I think that from a leadership standpoint, I think we huddle ourselves together as a group to say, shut up and work, lead the rest out of it, obviously. But get to the next play, get to the next action, get to the next set. Use this as fuel for our next game. And as a leader, you want to make sure we kind of stay on a confidence and positive note. We've already seen what the results was tonight, so we use it, and then we go to the next page.
We got Michael, then we go Jacob on the right again.
Yeah, Caitlin, this is the only team you guys have lost to, is Minnesota. Obviously, they're one of the top teams. Are there things maybe you've learned specifically from playing this team in these 2 games that can help you going forward?
Yeah, I think, honestly, I think they're the hardest team in the league to guard, probably. I think their movement is incredible. The way they play is incredible. It's how basketball should be played. I think our matchup is so good for, our matchup is just great for basketball too. Like, if you want to watch 2 teams that play basketball the right way, it's this. Play up tempo, you share the ball. It's not sets all the time. Like, they run great action, they run great ball screen stuff, they space the floor, all 5 of them can shoot at all times. It's hard to guard, especially when they're running clear side pick and roll with feet. Like, she demands so much attention, and then you're stunting you're guarding 3 or 4, you're guarding 3 3-point shooters with 2 people. There's only so much you can do, and Carleton makes us pay, especially they're late, and we're closing out to her, doing our best. So I think for us, it's just, you gotta play a step ahead. You know what they're gonna do. You gotta be over there earlier. And we had some possessions where we were really good, but at the same time, we gave up 34 points in the paint, and this is a team that loves the 3-point line. So we gotta either make them shoot more threes, we gotta guard the paint a little bit better, but at the same time, we need to score in the paint more. That's not an area that we did well tonight, is we have to beat them in points in the paint, and we can't tie with them, so.
No, last 2, Jacob, and I'll finish with Christine again.
Kelsey, you just mentioned you guys needing to take another step. Minnesota's one of the top teams, maybe a playoff matchup for you guys. Do you kind of view this as all as like a measuring stick, or maybe a level you guys need to get to now?
Oh, definitely. I think that was just a conversation in our locker room amongst our vets like Timmy and Katie Lou. They definitely said that this is the standard, and we want to compete at that next level and be a part of a playoff run, not just getting there, not just being a part of it, but making a run and making an impact. We don't have to use this as leverage, and know that they're the best. And in order to beat the best, you got to compete every night. And I think they'll use the film on a positive note and keep on going forward.
I like that they have an attitude, as in, look, this is the level of basketball, this is the standard of basketball we want to be at. We're right there. We fought with this team. We had this team on the needle. We had them on the hook. That was our game. This is the team we want to be. So guess what? We got to play this type of basketball. We got to compete with this type of team every day. That game just got the fever better. They're going to go in, watch film, because the way they're breaking it down, they know exactly what to do. They know exactly the areas that they messed up at, and they didn't even watch film yet. So that is why this is a positive sign for me.
Christine, last one.
Yeah, Caitlin, so the third quarter, as you were describing, it's intense, and you went to the bench for a couple of minutes. What are you doing mentally there to either calm down or get yourself back, fired up, to then have the fourth quarter that you had?
Yeah, I think just kind of reset. I think it felt, from my standpoint, that the third quarter kind of got away from us. I looked at the clock and there was only 2 minutes left on the clock, and I think we had scored 8 points. So I felt like we just continued to not really execute. So I think just get a quick breather, knowing that I'm going to need myself, and to find a way to have a big fourth quarter for us. And then I thought we came out and really responded in the fourth quarter. So I think that is a positive to take away, is we found a way to respond at the beginning of the fourth, and our last 3 minutes of the game wasn't great, but if we limit everything in the third, we're in a really good position to be successful in the fourth. So, I think I'm just happy our crowd, they really got behind us and helped us. I don't know if we don't have them, we probably don't even get back into it. So, it was a lot of fun to have them, but I think just kind of have a mental reset and get ready to play the fourth.
Gotta love that. We're not going to do the Chrissy sides now.
Well, that's
whoa. Yeah, we're not going to do the Chrissy sides now. We'll save that for a different video. I got a lot to say about you, Chrissy. I love you. But, she knows it. I don't know if she was trying to explore some things. I don't know. But, yeah. So besides that, look, this is going to be a tough loss for the Fever. It's the Minnesota Lynx, man. They're going toe-to-toe with a veteran team, a veteran coach, and for, like I said, they had them on the hook. The Minnesota Lynx had to play perfect basketball in the second half to beat us. And they did. You got to give your hats off to Minnesota. They played a hell of a game, man. Besides that, look, it's your boy ceokana. I appreciate you guys. I'll be back with another video. Until then, make sure you guys sub up to the channel. Drop a comment down below. Smash that like button. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.